I want to talk all about sisterhood today.
Okay.
Um, Now I'm fascinated by sisterhood. I have so many, non-blood sisters because I have two older brothers,
Okay, yeah.
but right.
Yeah. Mhm.
And my mom, I'm fascinated by sisters because my mom is a sister. She has two sisters.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Yeah.
right. And then her
Mhm.
mom had two sisters, and their
Okay.
mom had two sisters. I feel kind of left out. And so I'm fascinated, and that's the topic of today. And I was like, who better to chat about sisterhood than my favorite sisters, Triple
Oh,
Charm?
cute.
Oh,
That's kind of crazy that you said that actually, because we're three sisters. Our mom is one of three sisters. Our grandma is one of three sisters. Our great grandma is one of three sisters. Yeah. So
So it
it's
keeps
crazy. It
going.
just
Runs
keeps
in the
going down the
family.
line. Yeah. That's insane that you said that. Yeah.
I got gypped. Oh my gosh. No, but that's so cool. All right, that's a beautiful segue because I wanted to start by saying I love talking to y'all for so many reasons. You're so talented. You're so sweet. Um,
Oh, thank you.
but but one being that I'm in awe of your ability to hold space for one another and the respect you have for one another as sisters. Where do you attribute that to? Is it this like lineage of sisters that you've had the privilege of seeing and learning from?
Mm.
That's so nice. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you.
Definitely our parents, I
Mhm.
think they played a big role in just like who we are and also
Yeah.
our relationship. They taught us from a young age
Yeah.
that we're always there for each other and that, we are going to be together for life. So
Mhm.
you're going to want to take care of this relationship. It might
Yeah.
be one of the most important
Mhm.
you'll ever have. So
Yeah.
we definitely have just thought about that.
And I think our relationship, even before we started Triple Charm, has always been super strong.
Yeah.
So once we started it, we kind of already were on a path of like having a super strong bond. I always hear like siblings that are like, "Oh, we fight all the time. How do you do this?" But I think we've just been lucky our whole lives. We've never really
We've
had
never
that
had
kind of.
something. I mean, we
Yeah.
definitely had times when we were
Yeah.
younger, and especially when we first started like working together.
Yeah, that was a
we
big
had
learning curve.
we had some
for
like
sure.
kinks that we had to iron out for
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, we had the same goal and vision.
Yeah.
So
And I think our parents always taught us to just like hug it out,
Yeah.
At the end of any kind of
Yeah,
argument, they
communication
always
is
made
key.
us hug.
Exactly.
And so I think that's kind of just set us up for success.
I love that so much. I mean, it sounds like it's just in your blood, it's in your nature. And I love that your parents instilled that at such a young age. My husband has a sister, and they're like 2 years apart, and their parents did the same thing. Like their first memories were just of being like, this is an important relationship, like exactly what you said. And life is going to get tough. Like it's just inevitable that it throws you, it throws you curbs. It's challenging and there's ups and downs, but to know that you have that foundation to always come back to and lean on, like that is what I've been able to create with my sister friends. But
Yeah.
how beautiful and nice knowing that.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, that's amazing that you've been able to create that too. Because I know we are so privileged to be able to like have this built in, like since birth. I mean, I was the firstborn, so I didn't have it right after birth. But I mean, they came pretty quickly. So it's just been our whole lives and something that I think is so instrumental in who we are as people.
But I
just
definitely
being
think
able
you
to be
can
together.
create it as well.
Yeah,
For
for
Like
sure.
with
Yeah.
friends, I think there's just a level of, I guess, trust and unconditional love that you could
Absolutely.
also, I guess, form with even if you don't have sisters. I know some people that have friends that are like that strong. So
Exactly. Amalia, you just mentioned you're the oldest. Do you remember the first memory? Like, do you remember your sisters being born?
I don't think I do. But I mean, me and Raina are a year and a half apart, so I don't think I have any memories from being a year and a half old. And then me and Gabby are 5 years apart, I think. So I probably should remember that a little bit better.
do you have a first memory?
I don't think I do. I think I remember though me not wanting to change diapers or anything like that. That was like Raina's avenue. She was like the maternal since day one.
Oh
She's
yeah,
been like,
I was the sister that would like anything. If I would need to feed the baby,
Yeah.
it would be my honor.
Yeah.
That
She's
was
been
me.
like that since day one. Yeah.
That's so sweet. Raina, are you still like that? Are you still kind of like the mama of the group, even though you're in the middle?
I think so.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely maternal instincts she's got. Yeah.
I love that. I actually feel like we're kind of breaking down the sort of stereotypes that are a little unfair about like the older, middle, and younger child. I'm the youngest. I am a typical youngest child. But my mom isn't the oldest, and she's not a typical oldest child. Like I would say that she's like, I would say same. There's so many similarities between the three of you and my mom and her two sisters. Like I would say the middle sister is kind of the mother of the group. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't even know how that's kind of happened. I think Raina, it's more so like personality based. I would say I'm more like maternal in like different aspects where when we like need to like pull together, I'm like, okay, come on, girls, like let's really focus here. Yeah, let's pull together.
The captain of the ship.
Yeah, I think I'm more maternal in that way, but like nurturing,
I do have
she's
some
super nurturing.
Some memories though of when Amalia would step in. Like when I was younger, I have this one memory and I'll never forget it. I guess we were at a water park and this boy that was like my same age was squirting me with a water gun, and I did not want to be squirt, but I don't know what, I just like couldn't stand up for myself. I guess he wouldn't leave me alone. So I remember Amalia stepped in and she chased that boy down.
Yeah.
So she got it in her too.
Yeah.
You're more like it's a coming together. Amalia, you're more like the mama bear. Like yes. And then Raina, you're like the nurturing. And then Gabby, let's get into it. Are you typical youngest? Like talk youngest to youngest. Let's talk about it.
I don't know. What would you guys say? I don't think I'm.
I would say youngest child type of vibes. I think it kind of has to do with the parents, you know, how it's like by the third kid, they're like, you could just eat off the table. You know what? Like, yeah, I think Gabby definitely had that kind of vibe growing up. So she's kind of adopted the youngest sibling type of energy.
I guess I have.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm chill. Like you seem really chill. You're like, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say though that she's like super collaborative. She brings us together because me and Raina, I would say we're a little bit opposites when it comes to certain aspects, and Gabby's like the perfect balance.
To try to keep the harmony.
She is. She's the peacekeeper of the group for sure.
Y'all are the cutest. Like I'm just like listening to this support and this love, and it's inspiring, truly. I get emotional because I just feel like there's just a lot of negativity out there. And to see y'all just like, again, it's the respect. It's like, you can be like, you can keep it 100 and like say, listen, you're a little like this and you're a little like that, but you learn from each other and you know that that's what makes you stronger.
100%.
And that's why you're such great artists. So let's dive into that. Do you remember the first time? This is a lot about memory in the first half. Do you remember the first time that y'all realized you were gifted? Artistically gifted?
Yeah. I think we were all kind of placed into it at a very young age. So I started dancing when I was 2. We all started dancing around that age. And so I know for me, I don't know if it was necessarily gifted off the bat or just like hard work that kind of got me there. Yeah. Because I remember I started singing when I was 6. And you can ask my vocal coach. I was not good, like at all. Like I needed some serious work. But I think just because I started it at such a young age, kind of grown into my creative abilities.
Yeah. And Molly had such a passion too. She was a very hard worker at such a young age. So I think that inspired me and Gabby.
For sure.
And my parents and my mom specifically always said that I was the more naturally gifted one in the singing department compared to Molly. So I will put that out there. But I remember apparently I recorded, I guess it's like a voice memo of the song like Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I don't even know, it's like Take Me Out. Apparently when I was like 4 or 3. Yeah. And so ever since then my mom was like, she's got it.
It was our mom's ringtone for a while. I remember on her like little flip phone. It was like, that long ago. Yeah.
And then Gabby,
so cute.
I feel like you were always naturally gifted, especially at dance. She came out with pointed toes.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
I was definitely gifted with a beautiful arch.
Yes.
say that.
My
Jealous.
flat feet are, again, I am very envious. I started off dancing I feel like dance is sort of the gateway to like the arts in a lot of ways, because you can
for
just
sure.
be, it's true. I think with singing, a lot of the times, 100% you can learn and you can take lessons and hone in on those skills. But there's not, with dance, there's so much freedom to it. You can really like find yourself creatively and artistically through it, because you can be as goofy or as serious or emotional as you need to be. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Okay, so what has collaborating artistically on the dancing, on the singing, how has it changed your relationship? Well, you've done it since you were so little, but do you see how the collaboration has maybe changed your perspective on sisterhood? Again, I know you mentioned earlier kind of the gratitude you feel about when you collaborate artistically, knowing that you have that foundation really allows your art to kind of, you can dream bigger, you can go to like different places than you maybe could without each other. Can you describe that a little bit? I know you told a great story in our live about how like you had an idea in the middle of the night and like ran in. I just want like, talk to me about all of that.
Yeah. Definitely. I think, well, for one, living under the same roof definitely helps when it comes to collaborating.
Absolutely.
Because like literally at any hour, anytime, we can just go into the other person's room.
Whenever you're feeling inspired.
Bring up an idea, and then we're always down to collaborate. So that's really fun. And I think as far as like how it's changed, I think it's just deepened like our understanding of each other, especially like in a collaborative setting. Like we kind of know what each other prefers and like strengths and weaknesses a lot more than maybe we would have if we didn't work together.
I would say I've learned so much about them and like in a strange way that I don't think I ever would have had the opportunity to if we weren't working together.
We're not together 24/7.
Yeah, true.
We are together very often.
And just like in a creative sense, I don't think I would have seen that side of them as much unless we were working together. So I think that's been something that's like so beautiful that we've been able to see and like see each other's minds at work in a completely different way than if we're just like, watching TV together.
It sounds like being able to create art together has allowed y'all to see each other not necessarily only as sisters, but as young women, and kind of appreciate each other as individuals that you may have not been given that chance if you weren't collaborating creatively.
Absolutely.
That is so special. Oh my gosh. Question: when these like moments come in the middle of the night or like in odd hours and you run into the other person's room, what's the response usually? Is it like, get your ass out of my room, I'm exhausted? Or is it like, do you get up and like start doing a dance? Like, what is the response when you get these epiphanies?
Definitely depends on the hour.
Yes,
for sure.
And the person.
It depends on who you go to. I would say me and Gabby are more spontaneous. We'll be down to stop what we're doing and collaborate if we're inspired. Molly needs a little bit more of like a routine and a set time to dedicate. So
I'm all about like protecting my like off time.
Yes,
balance is important for sure.
It's so crucial for me. So I think sometimes when Brayda comes into my room at like 10:30, like, oh, I have a song idea. I'm like, great. Let's talk about it tomorrow morning.
But Gabby, she's always down. And we're like kind of neighbors or like roommates because our bedrooms are next to each other and we share a bathroom. So we have a little special bonding time. Molly, sorry to say.
Bonding time. Like every morning they get to do their makeup together. I should start joining them, honestly.
I don't think we have a bathroom for that.
That's so interesting. I mean, I think also the fact that you all can recognize that in each other, that like, Amalia, you need more space and that you enjoy boundaries and that that's okay. And that it doesn't mean that you're not down to collaborate. It just means that like you need your space. And that Gabby and Raina, a little more spontaneous, but then you take these qualities and you don't say like what's wrong or right. You just say it is what it is. And we just kind of work around it. The world could learn a thing or two from you guys.
You've been able to like synchronize our points. It's like these beautiful little like tidbits. I'm loving this. I love
It's
it.
because I go to a lot of therapy, so I can connect dots very easily.
Love it. Love therapy.
So good.
Love it.
Oh my gosh, so funny. What are your signs? What are your astrological zodiac signs?
Yeah, I'm a Taurus,
Hmm.
like the bull.
Yeah. I'm a Gemini. So like two people.
And I'm a Sagittarius. So
Yeah.
My mom's a Sagittarius. I'm like getting those vibes. That's so interesting, Amalia. I thought you were going to say you were a Virgo. I'm a Virgo, so I'm like recognizing a lot of the same traits.
Nice.
Wait, what's your birthday, Mom?
September.
Yes.
September,
I think
okay.
our dad is a
I think
Virgo.
is a Virgo.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah. And then me and my mom are both Geminis. So
I
Yeah.
think all the signs are great. And I don't know, do you get into that, or are you just kind of like whatever?
I definitely see the similarities to the
Mhm.
signs and our personalities. Like
For
I
sure.
am pretty stubborn and very sensitive. I just, when I get an overwhelming emotion, I just feel the urge to cry. It's just like an instinct. It's like built into me.
It's true.
I would say in like the Gemini sense, I feel like I kind of encapsulate that pretty well. I feel like a lot of times I'm just like multiple people trapped inside this body. Like I want to be Barbie, you know, how she has like 10 million different jobs and like is like a veterinarian one day and then a chef the next. Like that's where my brain's at. I'm like, oh, I always want to try something new. Yeah, always
You can do
reinventing.
that. Like that's what's so cool. It's like I actually think that it's so interesting. You still look at, say, Gemini as in like the, two-faced or whatever. And that is such BS because actually duality is so important and should be sort of recognized. And I love that. I think that's so cool. And I like that you mentioned Barbie. Did we all see Barbie, the movie?
We did.
Yeah,
Yes,
you did.
Did we love it?
Yes.
Yeah,
it was
really
I
good.
loved it. The music.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The sets
The
were
soundtrack's
so
good.
insane.
Yes.
It was so cool. It's like I actually stepped into Barbie land.
Oh, I was
It was
obsessed.
so
I
beautiful.
loved Barbie my whole life. We watched like Life in the Dream House all the time growing up. So.
Also the OG Barbie movies.
Oh,
Classic.
obsessed.
Princess and the Pauper.
The 12 Dancing Princesses, all those. And
Those
we had
are jam.
we even had like the sing-alongs, so we would sing along with it. Yeah.
Love that. I love the movie as well. The choreography was so incredible.
Yes.
You're right. The music was so good. And again, it's like this idea that you don't have to be one thing. You can be whatever you want to be. And yeah, it was great. Okay, so the holidays are coming up. What's the Triple Charm household like around the holidays? Like, how much do we get into it? What are some of our traditions? I just want to hear all about that.
Yes, it's very festive in our household.
For sure. We love music. Christmas music is such a big thing. I feel like that just sets the mood. So we have all the playlists ready as soon as, I don't know, we kind of start around now, a little before Thanksgiving. It's never too early.
Prime time. We around this time we set up the tree, set up all the decor in our house. Our mom she's our stylist. So she just has that creative eye. So she's like created this whole beautiful Christmassy wonderland in our house. And so it always gets me in the mood, like instantly when our house is like has the tree, the lights. Oh, it's so magical.
It's so exciting.
I'm obsessed.
Our house actually has the lights already. They put up the lights like a few days ago. And so it's got me in the mood.
We're in the mood.
I'm so excited.
And
I
then
love
for
that.
traditions, I think one that's big for us. So our mom is Polish. And so we celebrate Vigilia, which is on Christmas Eve, the evening of. And then we have like pierogies, sauerkraut, classic Polish dishes. And then we sing like Christmas carols every Christmas Eve all together. We have like little egg shakers
and then
our grandma
Christmas video.
Yeah.
Where it's a bunch of pictures of the whole year for each of our family members. And it's just like a collage of the last year that's it's been, So it's so exciting.
One other tradition, and I'm not sure if this is a Polish tradition, but our mom would hide a pickle ornament on the tree, the Christmas tree. And then the first person to find it on Christmas morning would get an extra present.
Yes.
So we've been doing that for years now.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, what festive household. I read somewhere that people, when you decorate or earlier you decorate and like get into the holiday spirit, that like happy, like it actually like creates like a happiness within. And I think that sometimes we get a little tease for decorating early or listening to the Christmas music. And it's like, don't knock it. If it's creating joy, if it creates joy, you know.
For sure.
I don't know. I've heard the pickle thing. I never did it, but I wonder if it is a Polish tradition. We'll have to look that one up. But it's always been a fun one. Do y'all like open a gift on Christmas Eve or just save them all? Like, what were the kind of...
So for our immediate family, we started doing Secret Santa. So it's the 5 of us, and we have a list of like ideas that the other person wants, and then we all go to the mall like 2 days before Christmas, and that's our chance.
Last minute too.
Yeah, that's our chance to shop.
Yeah, you
have
like 3 hours to run around the mall,
pull a quick gift together. And so that's been a lot of fun. We've done that for like the past like 4 or 5 years. Yeah. And that's been
my gosh, that's like supermarket sweep mall Christmas edition.
Yes. I've tried to get us to like maybe plan a little ahead, maybe a month out. We can do some online shopping, but no, we've agreed. I guess part of the fun is just at the mall, only 3 hours.
I kind of love that. That is so fun. It's really fun. All right, I'd like to do some rapid fire questions. Speaking of the holidays, favorite holiday song, go. Whoever wants to start first.
I'll say Last Christmas, Wham.
Okay. Happy Christmas, War is Over, John Lennon. That's a good one.
Wow.
I don't think this is a Christmas song, but it's just like such a fun song. LOVE, Nat King Cole. I think
that's cute.
That's like just
give holiday vibes.
Holiday vibes. I don't know if it's actually a holiday song or considered a holiday song.
I don't think it is.
Hey, if it is to you, then it is.
It gets me in the Christmas vibe.
And Gabby's a total NSYNC fan.
Oh yes.
And we are obsessed with like Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. That song. We love it. So yeah, that's a big one for
those were really great answers. Really great answers. Wow. Okay, favorite item of either clothing or accessory that you want to borrow from each other the most?
For me, it's always Amalia's like crew necks, like bigger sweatshirts that she has.
Okay. Oh shoot. I think honestly, most of the time, because I run out of shorts really fast, I'll like see what they have. Or honestly, Raina has some really nice perfumes. I've never taken them before, but I really want to steal one.
So I better be watching out.
Yeah. And then I would say we all share jewelry. We have like a triple charm pile with like jewelry and clothes. But Amalia has some really cute jewelry and hoops and cute stuff. So I would like to steal.
Yeah, she has a personal stash.
That's for sure. They do steal.
Oh my God, if we put these all together, we have like such a cute ensemble. We have like the crew neck sweatshirt, some shorts. We smell great. And we have great jewelry.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay. Best either book, TV show, or movie that, in your opinion, presents sisterhood in the best light?
That's good. I would say for siblings in general, this is kind of like odd a little bit, but it's called The Loud House. It's this Nickelodeon cartoon, and they have 10 siblings, and they all have such distinct and unique personalities. And you see how they like help each other out, like with certain like strengths throughout like episodes when something happens. So I think that's a cute one.
Yeah,
that's great. That's great.
I don't know if I have another
I don't think I have another one. But just to add on that, it's really cool to see how like each one of their unique personalities comes into play with like each episode. So like one sister is needed for a specific, task or something. And I feel like that's very true because in real life, we're so unique and different. And so we definitely play on like our strengths and weaknesses when it comes to not only our work life, but also our personal life. So yeah.
There you go.
That's a beautiful full circle answer to sort of what we were saying before about individuality and kind of respecting each other's differences and not looking down upon them. So I want to stop there because I thought that was a lovely, like I said, full circle moment.
Awesome. Good job, Gab.
Good job. Gab B, youngest sister, coming in hot.
Yeah.
We always do. We got it.
Yes.